So what do you get when you mix science, space, and a little bit of showmanship? You get the ultimate astronomical showdown. Drum roll, please. And now introducing our very own solar eclipse. Now, before we dive into the full details about solar eclipse, take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the celestial backdrop that makes all of this possible. Our sky, a vast expanse of blue dotted with countless stars. The sun, a blazing ball of gas that provides light and life to our planet. What is a solar eclipse? Picture this. It's a sunny day, and then suddenly the sun takes on a reddish hue and the sky turns dark as night. You look up and see an ominous black disk with a faint glow all around. That's a solar eclipse, a celestial ballet where the moon takes center stage. A solar eclipse happens when the moon lines up perfectly between the Earth and the sun, casting its shadow on the ground. But it's not just a cosmic coincidence. The moon and Earth have a special relationship. They have a gravitational connection that keeps the moon in orbit around our planet. Let's break down the basic steps of what causes a solar eclipse. First, we have the sun, a giant ball of hot gas that sits at the center of our solar system. Next, we have the moon, our natural satellite that rotates the Earth every 27 days. When the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, it blocks the sunlight from reaching the ground, which can cause an eclipse. This doesn't happen every time the moon orbits the Earth because the moon and the Earth's orbit are misaligned by about 5 degrees. So the moon lines up perfectly in front of the sun only twice a year, casting its shadow somewhere on the Earth, turning day into night for a few minutes. The path of totality is the area where the moon's shadow falls on the Earth during a total eclipse. To experience the full glory of a solar eclipse, you need to be somewhere on this path. There are 3 main types of solar eclipses. Let's break them down one by one. Total eclipse. A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon completely blocks the face of the sun. During this time, the sky may darken like it does at nighttime, and you can see the sun's outer atmosphere or corona. It's important to remember that you should never look directly at the sun without proper eye protection. So be sure to wear those special eclipse glasses. Partial eclipse. Have you ever seen a crescent moon? Now imagine that same moon taking a bite out of the sun. That's what a partial solar eclipse looks like. Unlike a total eclipse, the moon doesn't completely block the sun. Instead, you can see a partial eclipse when the moon is at its farthest point from the Earth and the sun appears larger than the moon. Annular eclipse. An annular eclipse, also known as a ring of fire eclipse, happens when the moon is at its farthest point from the Earth. As a result, the moon appears smaller than the sun. When this happens, the light of the sun is not completely blocked by the moon, creating a bright ring around the moon. It's important to remember that viewing an annular eclipse without proper eye protection can damage your eyes. So don't forget those special glasses. The duration of a solar eclipse varies depending on the type and magnitude of the eclipse. For example, a total eclipse can last up to 4 minutes, but usually they only last about 2 minutes. On the other hand, a partial eclipse can last anywhere from a few seconds to several hours, and annular eclipses typically last between 4 and 6 minutes. Solar eclipses have fascinated humans for centuries. Ancient civilizations like the Mayans and the Egyptians kept records of these celestial events and believed they had special significance. In fact, there are countless myths and legends surrounding solar eclipses, such as the Aztec myth of the moon swallowing the sun. In some cultures, solar eclipses were seen as bad omens, while others celebrated them as festivals. For example, the ancient Greeks believed that eclipses were a sign of bad things to come, like a war or a death. The Chinese, on the other hand, saw eclipses as a chance to make wishes. They believed that if they made a wish during an eclipse, it would come true. During a total solar eclipse, the sky may appear dark and still, but look closely, and you'll notice something incredible. Tiny beams of light, called Bailey's beam, can emerge from the lunar valleys. These beams are actually sunlight reflecting off the lunar surface. When the moon is in the right orientation, these beams can create a stunning sight known as the diamond ring effect. This occurs just before and after totality, when the last bits of sunlight sneak through the gaps in the moon, creating a sparkling effect that resembles a ring of diamonds. But wait, there's more. Some solar eclipses even feature a colorful display of light known as a solar halo. This happens when ice crystals in the upper atmosphere bend and reflect the sunlight, creating a circular rainbow around the sun. Okay, so you're super excited about this solar eclipse thing. So let's talk about how you can experience it safely. Here are 5 key points to remember. Number 1, don't look directly at the sun. Okay? Yes, we've said it before and we'll say it again, it's really important. Looking directly at the sun during an eclipse can damage your eyes and even cause blindness. So be sure to use special eclipse glasses designed to filter out harmful light. Number 2, use solar viewers. Special glasses aren't the only way to view an eclipse. You can also use solar viewers or telescopes equipped with solar filters. These devices allow you to see the eclipse without looking directly at the sun. Number 3, protect your pets. Just like humans, animals can also be harmed by direct sunlight. So keep your furry friends indoors or bring them inside during the eclipse. Their eyes are sensitive too. Number 4, enjoy the darkness. Don't just focus on the eclipse. Take a moment to appreciate the darkness that envelops everything around you. It's a unique experience that can remind you of the mysteries of the universe. And number 5, take pictures, videos, whatever you do, remember to capture the moment. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you'll want to remember forever. So snap some pics, record some video, and share your experience with friends and family. For instance, if you live in the continental U.S., you might be able to see the annual solar eclipse happening on October 14th, 2024. It's going to pass through Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and will end in the Atlantic Ocean. If you're planning to travel to a specific location to witness the solar eclipse, it's crucial to consider the weather forecast. A cloudy day can put a damper on your plans. But don't worry, there are some great resources available to help you check the weather forecast for the day of the eclipse. Websites and apps provide up-to-date weather information, allowing you to make informed decisions about your viewing plans. So be sure to check the weather forecast before you go. To calculate the exact time of totality, you can use online tools or mobile apps specifically designed for solar eclipse. These resources provide accurate predictions based on your location. Remember to set multiple alarms to ensure you don't miss the show. So why do we care about all this? Why is it important for us to understand and predict solar eclipses? Well, first of all, they're just plain cool. Who doesn't love a good celestial spectacle? But beyond their awe-inspiring beauty, solar eclipses can teach us a lot about our world. By studying them, we can learn more about the moon and the Earth's atmosphere. We can also use this knowledge to develop better technologies for things like navigation and communication. And let's not forget about the fun factor. Solar eclipses are a great excuse for a party. People travel from all over the world to experience them, and local businesses often get involved too. So next time a solar eclipse is in the forecast, don't just hide indoors. Embrace the opportunity to learn something new, have some fun, and marvel at the wonders of our universe. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the fascinating world of solar eclipses. If you're as excited about space as we are, stay tuned for more updates. Until then, keep looking up. You never know what wonders you might see.